can I do anything with this book? Not for you. Do you want to buy it? No, I would actually have expected him to be interested in it. Interesting. That they are not interested. It does also say that it has a sell price of 0, so I suppose I'm not supposed to sell it. We will buy some Nikkev before we leave. Maybe even an Alkud. I was surprised at how good that Alkud was. Maybe I should use this more. But no, because whenever we go into dungeons, I always use a Nikkev, and mixing the drugs would give us a bad time. So, as good as Alkud is, I probably will not use it in dungeons ever. But maybe I should. If I can't beat a dungeon, then I could go for the Alkud. But all it does is keep my energy at full, which is, of course, nice. Not necessarily super required, though. Where's the Alkud? Here. Yeah, that's literally all it does. It gives you infinite energy, basically. But it doesn't make me more powerful as such. Keejchen, maybe you can give the book to someone at Bryn. Should I take it back? You're right. You're right. So, who knows? I was just thinking that it won't, but to satisfy curiosity, I'm all for that, you know. I'm all for doing the science. And I notice we have some money over here. I think we will. This is where I left all my stuff for boss fighting. I'm just gonna drop all the other stuff for boss fighting here. So all the potions, the elven mud, that one, this, not the antidote. I should really get rid of that one. The Alkud. Yes, and then pick up the purse and the smoked ham. Anything else that we need to pick up here? Or the lockpicks? Another water skin. And that's it. Give me a ride. And do we go to Bryn? Manshire's lower price just to go here. I don't think that there's anything to do at Manshire right now. Don't remember. Are they closing shop or opening them? They're closing them. Okay. Yeah, just head to Bryn. Plans for the next build? The next build is, I promised I would do a dual dagger run. And there's a very cool dual dagger run that we are going to do where you have... the thing is, with daggers, you have this skill here, the quick hands. So you can have a dagger and a dagger together, and if you have that set, you can switch to the other weapon set for free. So in the other weapon set, we will have a dagger, and I think the suggestion was a sword. So you can effectively run with sword skills as well. And since you have a dagger in both sets, then you can switch between these two weapon sets without it ever taking a turn. So we can very fluidly switch between daggers and then swords to use swords abilities and daggers to use daggers ability. Okay, words are hard, but dagger abilities, and I think that's really, really cool. Like, it doesn't have to be swords; it could be axes, maces. But basically, we can have two weapon trees that we are going through because it never takes a turn to switch between them. I think it's cool. The caveat then, of course, is that we can't have a ranged weapon in sort of the offhand, so we will only be melee. But I think it's really cool. And it also requires us to find 3 good daggers, not just 2. And I can never have the best dagger we have in both trees, or in both sets, of course. So there's some downsides to it, but I think it's really cool. And I've never done it before, so I'll definitely be doing precisely that one. Any news or rumors? And it might not be doable at level 1. We're probably gonna have a ranged weapon for the first few levels until I found some good daggers. But yeah. What are you selling? He does want to buy the book for 1 coin. Okay. We're gonna keep it a bit and see if we can find something better. We can buy a magic treatise to gain plus 1% magic power. That's not useless. That is something that we should do in Manshire. We can do it cheaper there because there's some lower tier books that I haven't read. Dagger and shield is at level 1 is fine for sure. Yeah. Shield is a nice way to carry you a bit in the early game, I agree. Goes for any run. Until you have some proper stuff to put in your hands. Shield is probably the better option, honestly, since we won't have like dual wielding skills either. Why did I go here? Just to check. Maybe he wants to buy the book? No. And we're definitely checking all the shops here. Just to see. Hold on. Journal, reputation, Rotten Willow Tavern. Oh, we hit Benevolence standing with Rotten Willow Tavern just for completing the Manticore quest. That's kind of cool. There. What are we looking for in town? We're probably going to get... what? I don't really need any specific equipment. Of course, we will check the shops. What is this? Magic Master Retreat is 4. Ooh. Saw some other streamer, he might show the book. He might have showed the book to the inn by the dock. Okay. Sounds like you have an idea of what we gotta do, and I'm gonna do it. I will say that while I like checking all the things and learning all about there is about Stoneshard, like if you had a book like this one and we wanted to check every vendor in Stoneshard and then every time you pick up an item, that does take a lot of work. So it's hard to find those little hidden things unless you're like a very stubborn person. And I also want to try to make, you know, interesting content for the channel and stuff like that. So there's a lot of considerations to go through. But we will do the thing. That's why I'm happy to take advice like that. Gotta wait until evening to talk to these shopkeepers. So let's do that first. I gotta repair my items, of course. This is the jeweler shop. Nothing special here. Oh, I can probably get away with picking up that cup now. Watch me become a criminal right now. Gold cup. Ah, it's fine. And then sell it to him. Hey, look what I found. Yes, so the tavern. Nothing special here. Sell the flask. Oh, I do want to try to fill this one with water, since there was a vivifying essence in this one. I'm not sure if we've done that before. We might have. I forgot to buy the room. Back and forth. There, 1 day. And then it's until 20, so here. Let's go do some shady dealing. I saw in the patch notes that these bailiffs, the shopkeeper here, I think, are the ones that were supposed to have their merchant stock expanded. So we'll see what that looks like here. In 3, 2, 1. Ooh, brigand mantle. Less magic power, but but it gives us cooldown reduction, cooldown duration reduction, and more base energy, but then less spells energy cost on my other thing. And it's lower protection. Not bad mantle, but I think mine is better. He does have the exquisite mantle. This one is 3027, this one is 2085. So the one I have is also more expensive. Here's the exquisite cowl, which I think is an upgrade. Wish there was a bounty system in Stoneshard, so I can get a passive income from hunting bandits. Okay. I guess they're kind of it. That is the contracts, you know. There's bounties on the bosses in the dungeon. But that's not good enough for you. Oh, you mean like bring back X amount of hits, or get paid per hit that you bring back, which is kind of which is the thing in, for example, Battle Brothers. The exquisite cowl is an upgrade to our build. More magic power, less energy restoration, but as we have seen, I can pop the Alkud and then we will never deal with energy, and so having cooldown duration is better. And it gives less physical resistance, but more magic resistance, less bleed resistance. Less miracle chance, but more backfire chance reduction. Okay, but the extra magic power is really why I'm buying it. And of course I am buying this. I should check if there's a staff in the other shop first. And here's a backpack. I don't want to have a... That's such a weird thing with a backpack taking up the cape slot. I really like having a cape, especially when I'm boss fighting. So we're gonna bring the cape. You're a mercenary, so it makes logical sense that I'll get paid for getting rid of bandits that hang around town. Yeah, I mean, if the town people care about it, you know, if they're indifferent to it or think that their own, you know, militia and stuff is good enough, then they might not have to worry about the bandits. But then they have certain named bandits that they are aware of that they really care about. Also, how are you... That is a thing, you know, if you want realism, you have to think about, well, how do you come into town and you're telling them, well, hey, I've killed 10 bandits today. And the guy says, like, okay, what bandits? I was not aware of any bandits in around town. Where did you find them? Out by the road. Okay, do you have any proof? Well, I have these 10 heads, and you put the 10 heads on the table, and the guy's like, yeah, thanks. Now I have 10 bloody heads on my table. But I don't know these guys. How maybe you just killed some innocent family and brought them back, right? So stuff to think about anyway. He did not have a nice staff for me to buy here, so we're gonna go and buy that hat instead. How do they justify that in Battle Brothers? I forget. Do they even talk about it? I don't think so. Oh, we are thirsty. Give me the hat. One hat coming up. There are. Bandit hideout rumors from town people to guards, and when you come back to the guards, you get a payout from them. Guards, and when you come back to guards... Yeah, okay, when you clear a bandit camp, I could see that. Yeah, you could get a little reward for that. They can check that at least, that they can like send a scout out to confirm that you have cleared a bandit camp, you know. So there's something there. What are we doing? We wanted to sleep again, and then go and talk to the we can go to the innkeeper there and sleep. Out by the docks. I suppose it's the other one, the other docks you meant, not this one here. The repair. Oh, we do have to repair here. So... boom, boom, yes. Oh, maybe you can repair inside the guild hall there, inside the merchant shops at night. They're not out by their stands, but they are, suppose, inside and still awake. Maybe we could have just repaired in the evening too. I'm not sure. Now we will do it the proper way. Talk to him. Something repaired. Oh, I repaired the head and didn't sell the old one. Whoops. Something that I forgot to do. I forgot to switch to the healer staff during the Manticore fight. When I was really low on health, and rather than having a little bit of extra magic power, I could have spent some turns or some parts of the combat with the healer staff equipped. This is why I'm still carrying it, just to be able to switch into this during a major boss fight or something, and then while I'm healing up, we have extra healing efficiency and some basic health restoration. So that's my bad, I forgot about it. In the heat of battle, the best of plans are lost. Or a few plans survive contact with the enemy. Is that how it goes? Maybe implement a traveling danger meter. It goes down when you kill bandits and you get rewarded for certain thresholds. That's fair. Yeah. I'm not sure if they will ever address the random spawn of enemies being increased or reduced. That is something that I've seen a lot of people suggest. So you kind of feel like you're doing some work. But I wouldn't say that that's necessarily super important for the game. Doesn't mean it shouldn't be there. It's kind of cool. Heroes Mausoleum. Oh, we found a thing. Let's go down here. Is that the thing I was looking at earlier? No. It's here. A legendary dungeon. So that's what we're doing. Oh, this is not the special merchant. He is... Wait, oh no, he's there. Ah. That's a cool shield. Huskal shield. So there, he's from Scadia. I have a feeling that he's from Scadia. Which I think is like the Russian themed area in Stoneshard. I'm not 100% sure about that. The potion shop, but let's go into... It's here. See if we can find... Selling, no, maybe it's this guy? Okay, no special interactions with the book here. Saxonian script. You would think that someone would be interested in this thing, right? It is like a special book. With ancient Axonian things are in it. But no one seems to be interested in buying it. Except the newspaper guy, who apparently will just like turn it into... well, newspaper paper or something like that. They're supposed to have fixed this guy's ability to open the door, and indeed. Aha. Big upgrade to the big patch here. Enchantment scrolls cost 350. Yeah, let's buy one. For the new hat. Unholy resistance. I guess that's not useless, especially if we're going to an undead dungeon, so I'll keep it. I don't know what kind of dungeon we're aiming for here. Heroes Mausoleum sounds like an undead dungeon. Maybe you have to save the guy from the Manticore fight. I don't think that's possible. It might be possible, but you know, when we arrive at the Manticore site, he is already dead. This is his diary. We find that, and then he's scribbled some notes on how to get into the Manticore fight. And I don't think that there's a way to save him. It feels like that's scripted. But maybe I'm wrong. Maybe if you make it there in a certain number of days, you can catch him still alive. Not sure. Again, we're not looking for anything specific here, but just browsing. Oh, I didn't check if he wanted to buy the book. Let's go back in. No, he wants to buy the hat. 79. I feel like we can get more for that somewhere else. We're gonna go back inside because there was a thing that I could pick up. Loading screens, man. They will be much faster on the new computer, I think. Right? So maybe half, at least. Does have a quest for me, but I'm not interested right now. Let's buy a net and a smoke bomb. Why not? And yeah. So we're gonna rest in a tavern, get the blessing. I need food and I need medical supplies. We have lockpicks. Yeah, we don't have a lot of medical supplies. I do have some here. Okay, I won't sell the book for 1 coin. I'm just gonna drop it on the floor. Maybe we can find use for it later. If anyone knows where to do something with it, I am all ears. You can spoil that for me. The hat, 79, whatever. Merge those, then what was it? Oh, medical supplies. That's down here. Oh, another one. Nice. 2 splint. We have bandages. I'll buy another bandage just because I don't like being low on that. And he does sell ether inhalers for 70. Okay. So then I can have one with 2 uses in it. Oh, this is a stolen vase. Whoopsie daisy. This is what you get if you save Venomous. Oh, really? You can save him. I'll try to remember to check that after the stream. Maybe I can... you know what? I can bring it up on the screen. Give me a second here. Why not? It's Stoneshard related. It will take a second. So there. Okay. Give me a second here. My browser source capture there. Boom. This is not something that I do very often, so give me a sec. There, then throw it over. Bloop, like that. So there's not a lot of stuff to see here, but apparently we can get this Venomous Talisman. I feel like I've seen it before, but probably not. So magic resistance, unholy resistance, damage reflection 9% is pretty good. Spell synergy cost 9%. Experience gain, okay. But no info on how you do save him. Like apparently we just have to... as soon as I got the quest, I ran to the Manticore. So it's not like I was, you know, slowed down or and didn't go there immediately, I think. I don't remember. So maybe we have to do it there and before a certain number of turns or something. Who knows? Skarsnik, welcome to the stream, sir. Oh, and I gotta remove the thing again. So let's turn that off, then do this, and then now we gotta do the thing where I mute myself a bit. So that's like here. I need to sneeze. not. All of a sudden. Come when you least expect it. Maybe the Manticore is the Venomist, and you have to spare him and bring him back to human form? I mean, sure, but how then? I don't know how you would do that. We tried all the dialogue options with him, and then you go into the fight regardless of what you say, and then we kill him, and that's it. I was thinking that it could have been Venomist, but I think the way the lore works with the Manticore is that it was created a long time ago by the Axonians. So I don't think it's Venomist transformed, but maybe there's like ancient magic that transforms someone who tries to break in, and so he was transformed by it. Maybe we need to find a thing in order to know the special magic word to save Venomist from being the Manticore or something. I'm open to the idea, I just don't know how to do it. So we'll just keep playing, and then maybe... Keejchen has been sparing him for the first hour of the stream. That's a very kind way of putting that. Thank you. Not failed to kill. I spared his life. Yeah. Oh, I didn't buy the food. God damn it. Back in. Side. Gotta buy the food. And of course she doesn't carry smoked hams, so we will have to buy all the other stuff. Which is fine. I don't really care about money anymore. Of course I can do stuff with money. People saying that money becomes irrelevant at some point in this game have not played the game the same way I do. I never have enough money. I've never ever had enough money in this game to do all the things that I want to do. If by sparing him you mean dying to him. I am indeed a champion. That's my specialty. Okay, nothing else here. There might be something in that surgery room in the back of the church. If I remember, we could try to bring the book in there when we come back to Bryn. Right now I want to go out on the dungeon. We've got the Blessing, we've got the Vigor, we have 2 lockpicks, we have medical supplies, I have repaired. I think I remembered everything. We will switch into the right stuff. Holy hell, did Keejchen remember everything? There a Manticore and Stoneshard? There is. Indeed. We've been, like the guy said, we've been fighting it for the first hour of the stream. I have beaten it, but we weren't able to do it today. So we beat it in the previous stream. It's like a big boss. And if you want, you can go and check it out on YouTube. You can see the fight there. And of course this will also go up on YouTube. But it'll be the newest episode that is currently up for Stoneshard. Should have the Manticore fight in it where I win. The one where I win. the best one. Still no troll fight? We fought the troll in the previous stream as well, but like Electromancy cannot do anything to the troll. And I didn't have the dash, so we just got absolutely wrecked. Now we're coming back. I think that was at level 15, and now we're gonna go to him at level 18 with the dash and hopefully a little bit stronger. And then I don't think I can kill him at level 18 if I'm honest. The Manticore is not bigger than the troll. It's a smaller enemy, but he's like a very tough enemy in himself. He does spells and he summons skeletons and all kinds of shenanigans. He's pretty cool. I like how different he is from the troll. Keejchen Dash OP? Exactly. It is indeed very OP. Wow. Wow. Owen Wilson. Wilson, that's the guy. The whale guy. Oh. These guys have a new animation as well. When they are in this state that they're in right now. They will do, well, they have an animation for like growling at you. A territorial animation state. That's what it's called. Oh, and then I moved. Not that it really matters, but still silly. Those guys are tough as hell. Oh, I meant to right-click him and inspect him just to see if he has some new skills or something. Whoops. What character are you going to use for your dual and dagger and sword? Oh, I don't know. What character do you think I should use for my dual dagger and sword build? I don't remember the different abilities. I think not Velmir. Velmir is good if you get punched. Oh, if we're doing heavy armor, then we could go Velmir. I think you don't want to do Velmir if you're doing a dodge build, because he triggers off of being attacked. Now that I'm saying that out loud, I don't know if Velmir's trait triggers if he dodges an attack. Technically, it still counts as being attacked, I suppose. Because then that could be really cool. Not even having to be hit by it. Yorgrim, he benefits off of killing enemies, so while I don't hate that, I've never really liked his trait specifically for that reason. Because it will never work in the troll fight, but it will work in the manticore fight because you kill a ton of enemies in that one. That's pretty cool, now that I think about it. So that may be really interesting. Have they fixed the Dervin passive? My counter will be, was it broken? I didn't realize. So I am unaware. Yorgrim is the best character. Is another ghoul on? Inspect, still no skills or anything. Okay. I want to avoid it and get to the dungeon. But then I aggroed it anyway, I think. Yeah. Come at me. I am not afraid. Oh, a grave. Let's take it up. Sometimes it didn't apply the dodge debuff and the damage debuff. Okay. But how do you know? Because his ability doesn't show on their character sheet as far as I'm aware. So how would you know that it didn't? Will you just... How would you check that? Well, I suppose you can check the damage numbers. And see if they go down after 10 turns of a fight. or not. So that's fair. But the dodge thing would be hard to check. I have never checked it, so I'm unaware of whether or not it has been fixed. But if we do Dervin, we can definitely keep an eye on it. I don't think he's the perfect for the dagger build. His ability is definitely best for a ranged character, and the build that we're discussing has no range in it at all, so then it doesn't feel like it should be Dervin. Even though he's does have some dagger, you know, association with dagger. I think he starts with the dagger tree unlocked and stuff like that, but still. Never tried Dervin yourself. Okay. Heard it from others in the Discord. Okay. I don't think it should be Dervin. We have Arna, Yorgrim, or Velmir. And now I'm kind of excited for Yorgrim maybe, because it could be really fun for the, could be a really good ability for the Manticore fight. And then it won't work for the troll fight, but that's fine. Can't have everything. So there is indeed a dungeon right here, and then there's the other one out there. And then I don't know what to do. Should we go for this one or that one? Or there's also 2 bandit camps out here. I want to go for this one closest right now, I think. Oh, and immediately I destroyed the Seal of Finesse. Because I'm a dummy. Voiceless script.